The one thing you'd like to see happen, other than a win, in terms of the Spiders' development at Towson?
Well, if you just talk defensively, I somehow put it all together. We defend the run good one week and not the throw game another week. We gotta have the ability to defend, an entire offense, and we haven't done that yet. Maybe Howard a little bit, but we can't give up throws. We got to contest deep shots. I'd like to see us be better at that, and then continue to fit gaps. Probably our front seven played really well last week. Back end not quite as well, but and then offensively, get the running game going better, and hopefully we can kind of figure out ways to get that better.
Coach, you mentioned the running game for you guys. Have you considered going deeper into the depth chart and getting some more guys some work, or are you pretty committed to DeMontes and Gordon right now?
Well, you got to block people no matter who you're handing the ball off, and it's been sometimes it's just one guy missing a guy or letting a guy loose, or it could be a mental aspect of it. They're all capable runners. I think if we block, I think they'll all be effective.
Hey, Russ, Garrett Hudson has been a good tight end here over the years. Obviously, you've got a lot of outside weapons this year. Do you wish there was a way to get him the ball more often, or you're satisfied with the way things are going?
Well, to start with, Garrett is become a well-rounded tight end, and that was kind of the emphasis coming in. We wanted him to have the ability to block, to move around, to block in different ways, and he's really responded well to that. Obviously, and again, I don't know how many catches he has, but I would guess, he's getting 2 to 3 a game, and some of those catches are big plays for us. So, I think if we can continue to utilize him in those ways, Stephon Jacob, I think if you look at the tight end position, we've probably got quite a few catches at that position. I know Garrett would like to get the ball more, but he's made some big plays for us this year, no question about that. And I think he's become a really well-rounded tight end, and I think that probably makes us happier than anything.
Back to the defense, Coach. I know 41-38, you said you want to be more complete, stop both the run and the pass in one game, but is that kind of the evolution of college football over the last 10 years, that you're going to have a lot more 41-38 games than you do even the 25-20 games or 2017 games, whatever it was at Colgate?
Seems like it, doesn't it? I think if you want to stop the run nowadays with the quarterback having the ability to run the ball, you got to get an extra guy in there. And if you do that, then obviously you either got to play press, play man free. We came in thinking we wanted to play a lot of press, and we haven't been great at it. And so sometimes we've gotten them off and probably haven't practiced enough, deep balls, contested balls down the field. So those are things we worked on this week, and hopefully we can contest them down the field, whether we're in press or off. But, with everybody running the quarterback nowadays, Colgate, that was a quarterback run deal. Howard, quarterback run deal. Now, they just didn't throw the ball anywhere near some of these other teams do, but it seems like everybody's now, 35, 31, 42, 35 games. But we won't be satisfied. Obviously when you win, you're satisfied, but you got to work on some things.
What are the challenges that Townsend presents you?
Well, I think it goes back. I think there's a lot of really good defenses in this league, and I think their defense is really good. They've played good defense. Villanova scores 24 on them, but 14 of them they fumbled, inside their own 15-yard line twice, or that's a 10-9 game. Maryland's really good. So you just throw that one out the window. So you know, they're playing good defense, and I think a lot of teams in this league play really good defense. We're not playing great defense, but for the most part. So, you know, I think it starts there. They're really good on defense. And then offensively, I know they've been banged up a little bit, but, you know, they've got some things that have hurt us. They got, you know, a couple tall wideouts that's hurt us in the past. And, you know, I think they got some guys on the perimeter that can run. They got a great running back, number 13, Simpson, and he's been out. But you know, if he comes back, he's a weapon for them, and they're you know, they're really good up front. So you know, it'll be again, it'll be another challenge. It'll be fourth quarter game. I know that, no question.
This is kind of a follow-up to my previous question, but has your opinion of what is a good defense changed since you were here last as the DC?
No. No, I mean, if we're not holding them under 17 points and 300 yards, you know, that's always been our goal. Under 17, under 300 yards, under 3.3 rushing, and that was 13 years ago, and it's still the same. Our goals haven't changed, so no, it hasn't changed.
I'm sure it's situationally, but do you have a goal, a standard for third down conversions to keep the team under a certain number?
Well, we do it more 3 and outs, and that kind of encompasses the third down part of it. But we try to, you know, we want to get a certain number of 3 and outs, and that's important during the course of a game. You know, third down to me is not, that number is not critical. You know, it could be, you know, you could be in 3rd and 1s the whole game, and that's not good because they're getting after you on first down. I think first down is probably the key down in how you play on first down. But obviously, we want 3 and outs.
Hey, Russ, as College Game Day goes to Madison, you want to share your thoughts, if you would, on the effect that has on Richmond and the CAA in general?
Has 0 effect on us. I think it has 0 effect on the CAA. It's great for James Madison and probably Villanova too. But it's great for James Madison. Everybody else, we're going about our business.
You don't see it as any sort of, you know, rising tide lifts all boats type thing?
And no, not at all. It helps them a whole bunch. Doesn't help anybody else. And you know, it's nice to see, but and I'm sure James Madison's really excited to do it again. But if you're asking me, does it help us? I'd say it helps them. It doesn't help us. So. It helps them in recruiting. It helps them in a lot of capacities, and it hurts everybody else. I don't want to say hurts us because it does, and it doesn't hurt us because we're. So I don't even want to say it that way. But does it help us? No, helps them, and you know, it's good for them that they get it.
Do you see a day when Richmond could host something like that? Would you like to have that on campus?
Wow, I would have never thought I'd see a day that any FCS program would. You know, I know they went to North Dakota State the first time. You know, I don't get. They don't do it every year. I don't think. You know, it's probably there's got to be a combination of a lot of things. Really, no place great this week to go to. You know, and let's stick an FCS in there, which is nice. I mean, I'm good with that. But you know, be anxious to see how excited Kirk Herbstreit is to come to an FCS program. He's not a big fan of FCS football. Probably shouldn't say that, so don't write that. Erase that.
As a defensive guy, when you see the numbers this year, I mean, what kind of like stands out that says this has to change for us to be successful the rest of the way?
Well, actually, I haven't looked at the statistics. I couldn't even tell you. And please don't remind me because I don't want to know where we are in the league, how many yards we've given up, how many points we've given up. I avoid that at all costs, just knowing that we got to improve, we got to get better. So that's like I haven't looked at a stat. I haven't looked at anything other than seeing on Twitter when our guys tweeted out like we're number 1 in passing offense, and I see that. But other than that, I couldn't even tell you statistically where we are in any category. Other than I know probably throwing game, we're way up there, I would guess. So I don't even look at it. I haven't even looked at standings. I haven't looked at any of that stuff. I used to. I just don't. We got to win this week, and that's all that matters. And however we do it, we got to do it.
You're still getting used to how Richmond's playing offense. This is sort of new and different for you.
Way different. I've never said once to my offensive coordinator, and since I've been a head coach, throw it every down, and that's what I got to last week. You never would have heard that from me ever before. But when you got a guy like Kyle and you got the weapons that we have that can catch a football, I came in this year and told Jeff, before we even started this whole thing, I said, play to his strengths, play to our strengths, play to our wide receivers. And, I probably hurt him more than anything. Really not, because we're scoring points, and so it's worked out good. But, obviously our running game's not great. But I would say probably if you looked at every school in the country that's probably top 15 in passing offense, if you looked at them, you'd probably see the bottom third of the country in rush in running offense. So, you do something and you kind of take away something. But we've been effective throwing it, and as long as we're effective throwing it and scoring points, we'll do it that way. But it's foreign to me right now.
Was that a tough pill to swallow to do that?
No, because I just saw, it didn't take long to watch film and see Kyle, see our wideouts, see our tight ends. You knew that they could do those types of things. So, as soon as I started watching the video, I kind of knew that this is the direction we needed to go.